it is Christian here, and I am back. So today we're going to be doing an epic, yes, an epic, huge Sephora haul. No, we're not. We're doing an Ulta haul today. So I have been absent on YouTube for several months, and I'm probably going to be saying that in the next several videos because of a lot of personal things and a lot of personal issues. But we're not going to get into that in this video. I just wanted to say that I am back. I have already filmed a couple of videos, so they are coming. And I figured that one of the first videos to put back on my channel should be a haul because I love hauls. I do hauls. I'm known for the hauls. So Ulta just recently had their 21 Days of Beauty, and prior to that I was not really buying makeup at all. I would pick up maybe one or two things here and there, but I was not following makeup. I was not following beauty. I was just focusing on myself and my family and other things that were going on. But when the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty hit, it kind of sparked that makeup love and passion back into my life. And I've been going ham purchasing makeup at Ulta and Sephora over the last month or so because I knew that I wanted to start filming again, and I was like, what better way to start filming again than to get and test and play with some new products and some old favorites. I know that some of y'all hate on Ulta 21 Days of Beauty because you're like, it's the same stuff every single year. That is what I am counting on, it being the same stuff every single year, because I can buy 3 or 4 of my favorite products at 50% off, have that last me the rest of the year, and not have to buy those items at full price. So I get upset when my favorite products do not appear in Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. But this is going to be a huge haul. It might even be too big to be in one video, so we will see. Ulta has also released a 20% off coupon, so I picked up a couple of other things because of 20% off. So you'll probably see a second Ulta haul coming up very, very soon. So if you're interested in all of the things that I picked up during 21 Days of Beauty and just all of the things that I have been picking up from Ulta recently, then just go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, I know we have trust issues right now because I fell off the face of the earth. But if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, let's go ahead and just get started into this video. Yes, we're going to go ahead and get my repurchases out of the way, because if you have followed me for a while and you watched any of my haul videos, then you will kind of see that these products reappear all of the time. I picked up 2 of the MAC Fix Pluses, but I think that these are scented, and I don't think I've ever had the scented before. I picked up Rose and Coconut, so I always pick up, if these are on sale during Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, I will pick at least 1 or 2 of these up. These 2 will last me a while. This will probably last me until the next Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and that's because I have 1 left that's about halfway done. But I decided to go ahead and pick these up, and also because I have never tried the scented ones. So this is just one of those staple products. I'm not going to stay here too long. Oh, and it has a little bit of a color. This is the coconut one. I'm not going to stay here too long. This is just something that you would use if you want to intensify an eyeshadow, if you wanted to melt the powders onto your skin, if things are looking a little too cakey, things like that. You can go in with this Miracle Water, and this will change the game for you. So let's see if the rose one looks a little bit pinky, because the coconutty one looked a little bit of coconutty. Yeah, it definitely does. So you know what? I'm going to spray one. Let's spray the rose. Okay, I smelt it. It took a second to hit me, but there definitely is a little bit of a fragrance. So this is definitely a staple of mine, and this is something that I will pick up every 21 Days of Beauty. Well, do they do 21 Days of Beauty twice a year or once a year? I know they do the hair one. Let me not get on my tangents. You know I can get on a tangent very, very quickly. Too Faced Born This Way, and I picked it up in translucent. Now, 3 powders is a bit excessive. Yes, it is. But I wanted to put 1 in my gym bag and just leave it in my gym bag and not have to worry about it, because what I'm having to do right now is take my favorite products, put them in my gym bag, remember to take them out, remember to put them back in on days where I need to do my makeup at the gym before work. So 2 of these are going to go in my backup drawer. Well, I'm actually out of it, so one of them I'm going to start using right now. The other one is a backup, and the other one is my gym drawer. My gym bag, whatever, you know what I mean. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. This is in the top 3 of my favorite setting powders. It's this one, the Cover FX, and the Hourglass. And I just love this powder. I love this entire Too Faced Born This Way line, except for their smaller concealer. The sculpting concealer is nice. The one that is a little bit smaller is not my favorite, but it's still good. Is 3 powders excessive? Absolutely. Did you need to buy 3 powders? Did I need to do that? No. But here's the thing, I go through these powders pretty quickly because I bake with them whenever I want, I bake my contours areas. So I go through this powder fast because it is my favorite one. And the way my mind works is I basically bought one, got one free, and then got another one 50% off because were 50% off. So I did want to pick up on another one. Don't judge me. I did pick up another powder. This is my other favorite powder. I am completely out of this one, so I only picked up one of these. I honestly wanted to pick up a second one, but since I had already purchased 3 of the Too Faced Born This Way powders, which was not part of the plan, but the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder in the shade Translucent Light is one of my favorite powders. Like, my powders are pretty universal. Like, my favorite powders I kind of will use anywhere on my face, and I feel like they look beautiful. The only one that I typically am a little bit more strategic with is the Hourglass powder, because it does have a little bit of a luminosity to it, but this one I can put under my eyes. I can carve out my and I also will not carve out my contour with that one. I can carve out my contour, my bronzer. I can do anything with this powder and notice that it works. So all of my favorite products, again, I buy lots of them during the sale because they typically will last me the rest of the year. And yes, I'm paying a little more money up front, but in the long run, I'm saving money because when they're your favorites, you're going to buy them anyway. So why buy them at full price when you can just stock up at a discounted rate? My logic, is it good logic? I don't know, but in my world, it makes sense. Let me skip some of my other favorite products because they're kind of buried at the bottom of the bag. Something that I just purchased recently that I've never tried. Well, I tried it today. It is the bronzer I'm wearing today. I just filmed a video testing out all of Jaclyn Hill's favorite products, or that she mentioned in her most recent favorites video. And this is one of them. This is the Morphe Glamabronze bronzer, and I picked it up in the shade Icon. It comes in 3 shades, Icon being the lightest. And this did retail for $19, and it does say that it is a face and body bronzer. I again have tried it one time, which is being today, and I think it is nice. And this is what the packaging looks like. And I will say this is the perfect, if you are my skin tone or maybe a little bit lighter, this is the perfect sun-kissed bronze. It looks so beautiful on the skin, and it is a little bit on the more affordable side because it is Morphe. I believe, again, it was $19 on Ulta. And this is what it looks like. And it does come with a mirror. And again, this bronzer, it is not too warm and it's not too cool, but it does have enough warmth to it to give you a little bit of, again, that sun-kissed beautiful glow. But it's not so warm to where you look like burnt or orange, you know? We've all been there, or at least I've been there. So yeah, I did pick up that guy and love it so far. I think I picked up a lot of bronzers. It wasn't supposed to happen, but it happened. Now, I have been working my way through so much of my makeup, so much of my foundation, so many of my powders. Like, I've used up all of my powders, like every single one of the powders that I owned, except for the couple that are on my desk right here. So I've been working my way through my collection as much as possible, using up foundations. I was even trying to use up the foundations that I don't like, and then I was just like, I can't do that, so I'm going to give some of them to my sisters. Something that I always pick up during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, and something that I always stock up on, the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I wear these shade Soft Brown, and I did pick up 4 of them. And the reason why I picked up 4 of them is because, again, I go through about a brow pencil a month. Usually I need to replace them, and again, the whole why not purchase something that you know that you're going to use religiously. Yeah, okay, the powders was probably excessive, but your favorite brow pencils for 50% off is the way to go about it. Now, this is not my favorite brow pencil. The Benefit of Precisely My Brow is my favorite brow pencil, but I always find myself using the Anastasia Brow Wiz for the simple fact that the Anastasia Brow Wiz is always on sale, so I typically stock up on them. But again, it's just the standard brow wiz that people have raved about for years. You get the spoolie on one end. You get the nice retractable, super, super, super fine tip on the other end. And I love it. I think it just makes doing your brows so easy. Today I tried out a different brow product because of the video that I filmed. And my brows are a little bit stronger than they normally are. But this is just a foolproof. If you've never done your brows before, if you're still trying to figure out how to do brows, what the best shape is, whatever the case may be, these are some of the easiest brow products to use and have like a really nice, effortless brow. Let's talk about a couple of skincare items that I picked up. One of them is a repurchase and 2 of them are new. So I went ahead and picked up the Clinique Moisture Surge 72-hour auto replenishing hydrator. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that this is one of my favorite This is one of my favorite moisturizers. Now, I do prefer the Belief Aqua Bomb, but this was on sale for like $16, and it was one of my favorite products for a super long time. So I decided to go ahead and pick it up because I am out of all of my moisturizers, all of them. The only thing that I have right now are oils. When I say that I have not done makeup shopping and I have just been focusing on the collection that I have, like, that is the truth. So I decided to go ahead and pick this back up because, again, I'm out of my moisturizers. I used to love this guy, and it was on sale for the 50% off during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. I am almost out of my Josie Maran lotion sunscreeny guy, and I decided to go ahead and I completely forgot that I had a Drunk Elephant sunscreen, so I picked this one up thinking that I was about to be out of my sunscreen, and then I realized as I was going through my collection I still had a Drunk Elephant one, but that's okay. This guy was rated so highly on on Ulta's website, and I even hopped onto Sephora's website to kind of check because I noticed, and I don't know if other people have noticed this, like I'll look at a product on Ulta's website and it'll be ranked higher, and then I'll look at it on Sephora's website and it's ranked lower. I don't know if it's because more people do reviews on Sephora's website than they do Ulta's. I'm not sure. Let me know if you've noticed that, but this is highly rated on both. So, and this is by Dermalogica, and this is their Dynamic Skin SPF 50. And again, I'm getting a little bit older as we all age. I mean, everybody gets older every day, you know, but I'm trying to keep myself wrinkle free. I'm trying to keep myself, you know, as healthy as possible, as far as, you know, my skincare and just my body. And that's not something that I was ever really that concerned about before, but I've noticed that, you know, with trying to be a healthier human, that, you know, sunscreen and protecting what's on the outside is just as important as what goes on the inside of your body. So this is regular price $72. It was $36 on sale, and that's almost why I didn't buy it, because I was like, well, what if I do love it? I'm not going to spend $72 on a sunscreen. But this is what it is. And it says that it helps prevent sunburn, obviously, because it's a sunscreen. Let me see. What do we have? It says that it is a broad spectrum moisturizer that helps combat the causes of skin aging, helps minimize skin aging triggers with this medium weight emollient daily moisturizer with broad spectrum SPF 50. The Josie Maran one that I wear is SPF 47. So this one is even a little bit stronger. Now, I didn't realize this was a moisturizer. I thought that this was just a genuine sunscreen. So we'll see how it wears. I do have pretty sensitive skin, so hopefully it doesn't cause any issues. But again, and it just comes with a pump. And Dermalogica, I feel like, is a pretty highly rated brand. So I won't be testing this out soon because my Josie Maran will probably last me another 2 weeks or so before I'm completely out of that. But it does say Age Smart at the bottom, so I wonder if that is a specific line within Dermalogica. But I will keep you guys updated if you are looking for a sunscreen on how this works when I do start using it. Another new product that I picked up, which is a skincare item, and I've been intrigued by this line for a very long time. This is by Peter Thomas Roth, and this is the Hungarian Thermal Water. I believe this is a mask. So yeah, it says it's a mineral-rich atomic heat mask, and again, this had good reviews on both Ulta and Sephora. And I don't know, a thermal heat mask, like, on your face? I was really, really intrigued, and I ended up pulling the gun on this one, like, at the last second, because at first I was like, no, because I buy a lot of masks and then I don't use them. This is one of those products that I probably don't need to buy because I'm not as good about using them as I should be. You get 5.1 fluid ounces in here, which is a decent amount of product, especially for a face mask. Now, as far as face masks are concerned, I am a fan of some of the Peter Thomas Roth masks. I have tried several of them, and they do work really well when I remember to actually use them. For years, people came from afar to soak in the mineral-rich fountain of youth thermal waters of the Hungarian spas, owned by Peter's grandparents. Ooh, fun fact. Okay, so basically it's a whole lot of fancy words to describe this heat mask. I'm trying to get to the point. So I don't know, I'm really excited about this. Let me know if you've tried this. Does it heat up? Does it irritate the skin? I probably should have passed on this just for the simple fact that I do have more sensitive skin and I don't need nothing heating up on my face, you know? But I did want to try it. I was intrigued, and that is the thing about being a smart consumer, guys. Just because it's on sale doesn't mean you need to buy it. And this is one of those products that I bought probably because it was on sale. It has been in my Sephora's loves list forever, like since it came out, but I never purchased it, but the sale made me do it. Something that I wanted for a really long time and then decided not to purchase, but then it went on sale. And I want to say that it's been on sale 1 or 2 other times during Ulta's or at Ulta, but I just never picked it up. But this time I was not passing it up. I love these ladies. I haven't been watching their videos recently because I haven't just been watching makeup videos in general. But the Friendcation palette by Desi and Katie, it went on sale again. I believe it was 50% off, so it was like 27 bucks. And this had been on my list for a while, but I had kind of written it off because I was like, oh, you know, I'm good. But when I saw it at the sale price, I was like, give it to me now. So it has the same, and this is nothing new, but it has the same packaging as their highlighters did and their 4-pan eyeshadow palette, just a larger. And then on the back, you get all of the different shade names. Look at this. I'm looking at it in the monitor and look at it's like it's sparkling. So when you open it up, mine looks a little damaged. So when you open it up, you get your everyday staple neutrals that you can use to complete or create any look. And then you get your, this is really beautiful. And this shade right here is like speaking to me on a whole nother level. And then these 2 shades down here just look super fun. I'm not going to swatch any of the mattes because I already know that I like Dose of Colors mattes. But I'm going to swatch a couple of these because this looks gorgeous. The shade that's speaking to me most is this one and this one for some reason. And let's just go ahead and give it a swatch. It feels silky, silky smooth. That's a pretty color. That is something I would wear all the time. Let's go ahead and test this guy out. That has a lot of sparkle. This one is a little bit more sparkly than this one right here. Like you can definitely see like the almost like glitter sparkle shining through a lot more. You know what, just in case for some of you guys who've never tried Dose of Colors, let me swatch matte. And that is swatching, look at that pigment. That is swatching really nicely. And I feel like these colors complement, you know what, we gotta, I feel like I'll be judged if I don't swatch one of these. So let me go ahead and swatch. Beautiful. Like these are, oh, that's coming off swatching a little bit darker than I was expecting. But it's super pigmented. I'm excited about that. Now, another repurchase, and this is a fave, which I have been out of as well. As you can see, I'm restocking a lot of my favorite products here, and I only bought one of them. This is my favorite. It's like Mascara Primer. It makes a difference. Like I have noticed a difference in my lashes since I ran out of this. And I had a couple other ones that either dried out or I ran through as well. This is the Lancome Sils Booster XL. I have repurchased this thing more times than I can count at this point. I just think that it is necessary for your lashes. I think it makes a difference. This is one of those everyday staples, and I've been out of it for such a long time, and I'm so happy to have this back in my makeup collection. So Too Faced bronzers went on sale, and I decided to go ahead and pick up 2 of those. I picked up Sun Bunny, and I also picked up the original milk chocolate. Well, no, the milk chocolate Soleil. So let me go ahead and show you these, and these are all in the newer packaging, and the newer packaging is so much prettier than the old packaging. I really like it. I think it looks a lot more sleek. Please don't be broken. I think it just looks a lot more sleek than their old packaging. I love it so much more. And I was originally only gonna pick up this shade, this is the Sun Bunny. I originally was not going to purchase the Sun Bunny, but Emily Noel kept talking about the Sun Bunny one, and I was like, okay, I'll buy the Sun Bunny one because of her. I originally was only going to pick up the milk chocolate one, but the Sun Bunny one, it looks like it's a split pan with a little bit of a darker and a little bit of a lighter, so I guess depending on what shade you are at that moment, you can kind of concentrate your brush one way or the other, and then I would probably just mix them together, and it does have a little bit of a sheen. It's a really pretty, so wow, that actually looks more like if you have a deeper skin tone, that actually looks like it might be more of a highlighter. I don't know, we'll see about that. I might not be crazy about that. That's it right there. I might just have to use this as more of a bronzer topper, but we'll see. I don't know why I'm super into wanting to be like the bronziest of bronzy. I have purchased so many freaking bronzers between the sale and just other new bronzers and bronzers that I've been hearing other people talk about. Like, because I also have some stuff from Sephora. I swear I have like 30 bronzers at this point, like that I purchased recently. And then the Too Faced Milk Chocolate, which is a little bit lighter than their original one. And that might actually be too light. It smells really, that actually looks like it might be a face powder, y'all. So this might have been a mistake because that is looking pretty light. Let me swatch it. Because even in the winter time, I am never going to be this light. We shall see. So I have a love-hate relationship with Too Faced bronzers. Some of them I really enjoy. Some of them are a little bit like, eh. I think I prefer the ones that are a little bit more matte. The ones that have like shimmer or like a little bit of a something extra to them, I feel like those are a little bit more of a miss. But the matte ones that I've tried are typically a little bit nicer. You guys, there's a lot of stuff here, and I've already been sitting here filming this video, I think, for like 30 minutes. Have I shown a lot of products? I have shown a lot of products. I got way more stuff than I thought I did. Let me show a couple more products because if I split this into 2 videos, then that video is just going to be super duper long too. Now, I picked up some Lime Crime stuff, and I love the Lime Crime XL, the large one. I love that palette, and I know that a lot of people don't like this particular brand because they're a little bit shady or because of things that have happened from them in the past. And when I purchased the XL palette, I mentioned that I would have never purchased it directly from Lime Crime's website, but now that they're available on Ulta, I'm a little bit more willing to try some of their stuff. And because I loved the XL, I went ahead and picked up 2 of the Lime Crime Venus palettes. I picked up the Venus, the original, and the Venus 3. I almost picked up the Venus 2 just because it wasn't on sale, but see, I showed restraint because I was like, I will never wear those grungy colors ever. So I decided not to. So these 2 spoke to me, and I decided to go ahead and pick them up. This palette, a lot of people used to talk about this particular palette, and it is a warm tone lover's dream. And I feel like a lot of people say that the Anastasia Modern Renaissance was the first like warm tone palette to come out, but I kind of feel like this one was. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. It is 8 shades, and it is 8 wearable shades. And the great thing about this palette is it is 8 wearable shades that I personally would wear every single day. I cannot stand when you get like a smaller palette like this and like 3 or 4 of the shades you will never wear. And then it's kind of like, well, why am I buying it? But when you get a compact palette like this and every single one of the shades is wearable and workable, and like this is a palette that you could wear to work easily, and then just by kind of staying away from this color here, and then all of the rest of these colors, except for me, nope, they're all, I feel like all the rest of them are pretty work appropriate. I do love the packaging. Let me kind of show you a close-up of the packaging. And I think that I'm going to get a lot of use out of this, but this one might be my favorite. Now, this is probably the one that I could have skipped because it is pretty similar to the XL, the larger one, but this is the Venus 3. And I don't know, I just really enjoy the packaging on these. I think it's pretty. They are a little bit on the bulkier side just to only have 8 eyeshadows, but oh, I love purple eyeshadows. My eyes are light brown. I don't know if y'all can tell on camera, because on camera sometimes they tend to come off a little bit darker than they are, but my eyes are pretty on the lighter brown side, and they have some flecks of like golden in them, and in the right, and then they can be green-ish. They're not green, but like they can have that hint of like green to them. And most of the time when my eyes will pull that really hazily green is when I'm wearing a purple eyeshadow. Purple eyeshadows are like my favorite thing ever. Like purple eyeshadows and a good neutral, I'm in there. Like, again, this is a palette. I don't feel like I wasted my money whatsoever because this is a palette that I will wear all of the time. And I just think it looks so beautiful. Did I swatch? I didn't even swatch any of those shades, did I? Let me swatch this one because this is speaking to me on a whole nother level. What it looks like. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is super pretty. Super, super, super pretty. This shade Bliss down here is a matte. That's looking right up my alley as well. Oh yeah, that's pretty too. Oh yes, 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 yes. That, I'm going to love this palette. Should I go back and swatch? Or do y'all care? Have y'all moved on? I'm going to go ahead and swatch. Oh, you know one thing I'm noticing about this palette versus this one, now that I have them open, this palette has a couple more like glittery high shines, whereas these appear to be more satin and matte. So I'm just noticing that for the first, well, I guess I just opened them, so of course I would just notice that. So that is interesting. I feel like I will love and get a ton of wear out of both of those palettes. I mean, that color looks so beautiful. So I went ahead and picked up the Flower Beauty setting powder. The amount of powders in which I've purchased, because I've also purchased a powder from Sephora too. So this is by, I'm sorry, did I say Flower Beauty? This is by Beauty Bakerie, and this is the cutest packaging. They have been on my radar for a while, but they were not easily accessible. Tati did an entire in-depth video about them. Jackie Ayana talks about them a lot, or she used to. I haven't really heard her mention them as much, but again, I haven't been watching videos as much as I used to. This is 0.5 ounces of product, and this is what the packaging looks like, and I guess it's just called the Flower Setting Powder. It doesn't look like it has a color to it. It looks like it's going to be pretty translucent, but this does come in, I believe, 3 shades. It does come in a little bit of a deeper shade, and it also comes in more of a banana shade. I have tried the whole banana thing, but I am just, my skin tone, I'm too light for the banana under eye. But I really want it to be a part of that trend so badly, but it just doesn't work for me. But again, this is another one of those powders that I've heard nothing but good things about, and I will be testing it out very, very soon. Anyways, you guys, that is all we're going to mention today. I have a lot more to go through. I bought a lot from Juvia's Place. I've got a couple more things from the 21 Days of Beauty. We got some Anastasia. Like, there's a lot more to go through, but I'm going to go ahead and move it into a second video. And then, of course, there will be a Sephora video coming soon as well, a Sephora haul. So if you are interested in haul videos, you know I love doing a haul video, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and yeah, you guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.